So I was out just a video piano house. Okay, let's see if I can do this in 5 minutes. I got I'm subscribed to a PUA, that's a pickup artist, and I'm not gonna say his name, but anyway, I got a newsletter, and it was talking about getting girls' numbers, and basically, he said get a girl's number, at the end of the club, when you get a girl's number at the end, of the dance when the club is about to close, and then basically it was a situation where I guess he was in it, and the girl that he was with, what her friends weren't gonna let her go home with him, haters, not hating on him, hating on their friend, and he ended up getting asked. They ended up talking about the number or something. And he switched into a game where it made it seem like she was the one who wanted the number, or he made it he made the situation where it was a demand, or created it so that she would feel that it was a demand for her to get his number or something like that. And so then he was talking about how he's going to wrote these books on how to get numbers, work up to getting numbers by the end of the dance, the club and all of that stuff. And it's cool, everybody got their ways, and I'm sure it's good, interesting read, the book he has, and stuff like that. But for me, when I read that, I started laughing because in my videos I always tell guys, when you meet a woman and you talk to them, you get the number within the first 2 to 3 minutes, because really it don't matter where you are. I mean, what do you actually have that's really important that you're going to stay involved in the conversation with the woman for more than 3 minutes anyway? Unless you're just gonna sit there and listen to everything she says, and that's not a conversation, that's listening. So get it. If you go to the club and you see a woman you like, you walk over and say, hey, how you doing, and say whatever it is y'all say, probably same old thing, how many times we've been to this club, and what's your name, and you live in this city, and blah blah blah, whatever, and then you just ask for the number, and if she says no, don't you think it's a little soon? You're like, no, I'm just asking now and get it out of the way, and then we can enjoy the night together if you decide to be with me or not, for the rest of the night. And she'll say, well, oh, I never heard it like that, okay, or whatever. And she'll say, okay, well, I won't give you my number. I'm still going to wait till the end of the day, see how it goes. And you're like, all right, fine. But then the whole thing is you don't have to work your way to get a number. You can just relax, enjoy, be yourself, and because a lot of times when you talking to women, a lot of guys are creating these images in their heads that they're trying to be, and that image is that in their head that they're trying to be, they're actually acting it, and that's what the woman sees, and she'll probably think you're like that. So then when y'all do date, you're different, because you don't have the same image. Of course, you're gonna forget the image. Then she's gonna like, well, when I first met you, you were like this, and you're thinking like, huh, that's not me. And see, that's where a lot of guys make a mistake. But so you just go on and get the number and just be yourself. If she say no, fine. Then just say, hey, let's dance, drink together. And if she says, okay, that's fine. Then, right then both of you have nothing to lose, nothing to gain, except for a good time at the club that you both were going to the club and that you want to have and that you're expecting to have. And then at the end of the club, she might ask for your number, you might ask for hers, or you might not. And it's not even because she was bad or anything, but once you relax yourself and you talk to the woman and have a good time, because I'm gonna tell you guys something, sex is good, but an intelligent conversation is just as stimulating, because they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but one word is worth 1,000,000,000 images. And the words that you are saying, she's creating images in her mind, and sometimes these images are stimulating, just like when people read these romance books and get all hot and heated and stuff. So a good conversation is good, and if you maintain a good conversation and both of you are having fun and stuff, you never know what's gonna happen. She might just grab you and say, come on, let's go. And you're like, huh? You're like, just go to my house. You're like, but you didn't give me a number. She said, huh? You're a fool. And then she'll leave you. Right now, I'm joking. But she can say, come on, let's go now. And you go to her place or wherever, So what I'm saying is, if you wait till the end of dance to get a number, you're just wasting time, you know. And then the other side too is if she does say no, then you can always go and talk to other women, do the same thing, have fun, you know. And you never know, you might see her later on and, hey, how you doing, you know, I didn't see you in the club, you know. And of course, you know, if she's one of the women that's playing games, you know, she probably keeping her eye on you and say, well, I saw you, well, I noticed you're having a lot of fun, you know. You're like, okay, yeah, of course, every time I go to clubs, I want to have fun. And then, you know, she might give you the number, or just a conversation like that you might think like, ooh, man, I'm glad I didn't get the number, you know, because all the time and money and stuff you're going to waste and stuff. So anyway, when you meet a woman, first thing you do in the first 2 to 3 minutes, you know, you get the contact. I know a lot of guys out there saying, well, you can't do that in America, you can't. Well, I did it in America, you know. And well, actually I didn't even have to, because women were coming to me. So you know, I haven't had that. Now I've had women that wouldn't give me any numbers, and that's fine, you know. I don't care about that, you know, because back then you know, you got to call them from your house anyway. I wasn't hardly ever at home, but you know, I haven't had any problems with that, with women, you know, making a decision that's based on what they want to do. And even if it's based on something that I wanted to do, and if I wanted to do something and they wanted to do something different, you know, and they said no, then I'm like, okay, fine, you know, because I know it's not a rejection, you know. It's just that the timing is bad. And it's not all about the numbers, talking to girls or anything like that. It's the timing, you know. And that's why I say in Japan, you could walk up to a woman, talk to her, and she might say no, you know, I don't want to give you my number, and that's fine. But she might talk to you, and then, you know, you ask 2 minutes later, hey, let me get your number. She might, okay, you know. I'm telling you, and it should work the same around the world. And the reason it should work the same around the world, because a lot of guys are traveling and stuff, and it's like, oh, American women are no good, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And this is a different subject, so I'm going to quit. But anyway, next time you go to the club, you see the woman, you want to walk over to her, you don't even have to just be normal, say, hey, how you doing, what's up, you know what I'm saying, get a conversation, you know, you keep track of the time, you know, within 2 to 3 minutes, you know, say, hey, let me get your numbers, keep in contact. She like, huh? You know, it's just a little for you, like, hey, you know, the club's in there too. You know, I just want to know if, you know, I can get your contact and we can have some fun. I want to, you know, blah, 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 blah. Well, I wouldn't say that, because then you sound like a little, but if she say no, then fine. You know, like I said, just say, hey, you know, let's enjoy the time then. And you just enjoy your time with it, you know, because, you know, because when I'm reading on the PUA, it's going to be like 2 to 3 months before you guys get what you really wanted to get anyway. So I don't know, man. That's a trip. But anyway, yeah, 2 to 3 minutes, get the number. I'm out. Peace.